Hey guys, Aaron here. Recently I went to a local pawn shop near me and I found a bunch of film cameras, but I decided to buy this one. And I bought this. This is like a completely plastic point and shoot camera, but there is still film in that. 8 shots left. Well, 8 shots so far. And I think whatever type of film this is, however expired it is, it would only work outside. So let's take some shots. Okay guys, I'm gonna break a rule. I'm gonna shoot on very expired film. I don't even know what type of film this is. It could be Kodachrome or Kodacolor or Ektachrome, I don't know. But if this can take any photos whatsoever, a bright sunny day like this should have at least some image beyond the film. Okay, so if this is a color film, I want to take a picture of something with pronounced colors like this archery target. Wow, you suck. Oh yeah, that's rusted. Eight. Okay, so it's a new day. So let's take some pictures of, let's see, sunflowers. Come on. Oh god. Yeah, I think I need actual pliers for this now. Okay, so for my last image, I'm gonna take a picture directly at the sun. I'll see what type of picture that makes. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and take this front off. Panchromatic, made in Belgium, exposed. I think panchromatic means black and white, so. Get this out of there. I feel like that's just backing paper. I'm not exposing anything. Okay, so here is the panchromatic roll of 120 film that I just shot. Okay, so this camera is a Imperialist Savoy. This camera was made from 1956 to 1965. So the panchromatic film that I found inside it was from the late 50s or the early 60s. Now it would cost a lot if I were to send that film out to a professional film lab to have them develop it, but it's just normal black and white film. Black and white film developer hasn't changed since the 50s, so if only I had access to someone's chemistry or just a dark room. Whoa, here's a dark room right here. I'm now actually in the darkroom of one of my dad's friends, Steve Sherman.
Good morning, analog friends.
And he's letting me use his darkroom to develop this piece of panchromatic film. So we got some black and white film developer, some fixer, and hopefully try and get any images off of this small little piece of 50, 60-year-old exposed film. We got all this equipment. Hopefully we can make some magic happen.
Fill this to
Now is the moment of truth. Light, please. Okay, now you guys can't see me, but I'm going to unspool this whole film and we're gonna cut off a small strip of it just as a test roll to see if it's completely dead or see if I'm gonna need even more than just 1 to 9 film developer to develop this old film. Okay, let's get developing. Okay, so I just unspooled the whole thing. Oh, looks like I ripped off some paper. All of that. Here's the 620 spool. Yep, panchromatic film, 620. And the film's hydrating in here. Yep. Hydrating, because I think, you know, there's some paper still stuck to it. Well, we'll just see how it turns out. And now for the film developer. 1 minute of agitation, always needed. Okay, so now the developer is done. Pour it down the drain, because it's useless now. Now for fixer. We can reuse the fixer, so...
I just want to see if there's an image on it.
Okay. Unveiling. That's not good.
nothing. Nope.
There's one thing right there. We'll need a good camera scan of that to invert it, but at least there's some images on it. Okay, so now we're gonna take the rest of it out, put it on this, and develop the rest of it. Even more concentrated developer. So let's get spooling. What are you doing?
B-roll.
20 minutes later.
So I finally finished developing and I fixed the rest of the roll. That roll's drying. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. Moment of truth.
We have
yeah.
images.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Circa 1950 images.
I guess the shots I took were just, rubbed off. But still got these old pictures that are good. It's like someone in front of a house. I guess the only picture that I took that came out was the last one, which I pointed directly at the sun. So the whole montage of me shooting at the beginning, yeah, it came out like that. Okay, so I just finished developing all that 620 film, and there was some shots on it, so I'm gonna go home and take some scans of them, and hopefully make them look, contrasty, and maybe pull some images off of it. So thanks so much, Mr. Sherman, for letting me use your dark room.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Okay, so let's take a look at this film. Yeah, surprisingly, the shots from the 50s turned out the best. We got a shot of a woman outside of a house. We got a shot of a guy in a garden or something. There's a store in the background. And if you squint really hard, you can kind of see that the store says center and drugs. Yeah, that's very specific. And then we got two of the same shots of the outside of the house. And then we have a shot of the front steps with what looks like a squirrel on them. And now let's go to my pictures. Yeah, these are much worse quality. This is the shot of the parking lot. You can see some cars and telephone poles. This is the shot of the archery targets. And yeah, this is the only thing that showed up. Just the bright highlights of the archery targets. This is the shot of the sunflowers. And the last shot is the best looking shot when I pointed it directly at the sun. So that just goes to prove my motto, never shoot on expired film. But on the other hand, you can always try to develop expired film that has been shot to try and bring back someone's memories that have been lost to obscurity in the sands of time. Or it could just be completely dead film.
No, but I didn't know we could just. He's just going to a different part of the sentence.
Yeah.
You made me start right from the beginning again. It was a freaking nightmare.
You want to know why? Less editing. He's editing his shit. I don't care.